Hello, everyone. So I call it chaotic luck, which there was a conversation this morning in the car about, like, is it luck? But are you actually doing stuff? Are you working for it and whatnot? I like to believe it is in a certain way because it makes me feel comfortable and it makes me feel brave. My mum, who always said, you know, there's one thing I wish for you, and that's to be lucky. Growing up in Sofia, just after the end of communism, it was a very punk time, I have to say. Like, everything has fallen apart, and I never actively sought after that kind of aesthetic as a punk, but I think I've sort of ended up living by it. I did design, and my first tutor presented herself with the shoe, right? So she was like, oh, by the way, I'm designing this new restaurant, and there is such a thing as hospitality design. And I was like, oh, like, you know, in a small place like Bulgaria, there is no room for like someone who specializes in just restaurants. And randomly, like, that's why I call it chaos, because I put myself out there, but the things just fall into place in a really weird way, maybe like because of the signals that I put out. It was really crazy because it kind of leads to this place here. I was living in Spitalfields, like just around the corner, and I somehow managed to convince this lovely guy called Phil to give me a kitchen, which was just over there. And I started, in some weird way, making my first step to finding my voice as a Bulgarian person through food. I started making yogurt. And one of the people that supported me at the time and invited me to do the breakfast at Creative Mornings was Vicky. So this is probably 2017. So she was like, do you want to bring some yogurt to Creative Mornings and like feed these people and show them your product? And I was like, okay, yeah, let's do that. In that moment, I realized in design, I never had my voice. Whereas in food, suddenly realized, okay, that's me. I can express myself through food.
You found that you could find your voice or find creativity through food in a way that you couldn't through design. I'd love you to speak a bit more about that.
I feel like food has this magic about it, right? It's we all know where we belong when we eat the stuff that we ate when we were little, right? So it's kind of very easy to find your voice there.
Are you enjoying bringing your like creative diversity and expression of thought and feeling to judging on a television program? Is that why they chose you?
They obviously choose certain characters, and I was kind of like the punky one that didn't go the orthodox way. But for me, it was very important because Bulgaria is still, in my opinion, lagging behind sometimes. So still the kind of like the aggressive authoritarian chef a la Ramsay is like what they want you to be. At some point, our contestants were not doing very well, so I actually decided to give them a talk. And I was like, guys, listen, like you behave like there's some sort of gatekeeping in the industry, but there isn't. Like all the information now is available to everyone about anything that you could possibly want to cook.
You have been okay with not knowing what to do next or doing nothing. I really like to know how or how you think.
I will feel like it's the end of the world, right? I'll be like, okay, what am I doing? Like my mum would always, as a mantra, tell me, you're really lazy, you're really lazy, you're really lazy. And I'm the opposite of lazy. But when you're indoctrinated in this, you kind of have to have a pandemic to lie on the beach and listen to like, you know, a podcast about, I don't know, that exactly. I think then it comes to you. Thank you.